one of the things that I am looking at very closely is the new normals. Look, anytime we get to a situation where we are today, where things are changing very, very rapidly, and we are starting now to see 4 and 5 month trends of the way people are operating, thinking, and behaving. And when we get to a 4 and 5 month in particular trend of a particular thing, whether it is a behavioral aspect of people, and that behavioral aspect in people get translated into the workplace, and now we have a behavior inside of workplaces and businesses for 4 or 5 months. And I would submit that by the end of this month, it'll be 5 months. That becomes a trend that quickly becomes a normal. So what is happening is, through all of this, we are forever changing certain things, forever. They are not a trend here today and gone tomorrow. When it goes 5 months, it's a trend that is here today that will likely become a new normal for workers, a new normal for businesses. And remember, the people that are living in and through the changeover from the old way to the new normals, regardless of what those normals are the same people that will likely be future leaders of corporate America and small businesses. So that those new trends quickly go into the behavioral patterns of companies. And I am watching that because it is going to change not only the way that we will do business as individuals, but it's going to change the way companies are doing business, which is going to change what is the impact that that's going to have on their bottom line, their margins, the way they make profit, how many people they hire, the work environment in general. It's going to impact things like office buildings and hotels and all kinds of meeting spaces and convention spaces and all those kinds of things. They are changing. They are changing. I believe we are probably at a place that the airline industry and the transportation industry, the airline industry is very close to forever changing. Why? Because all of the men and women that have gone to board meetings in the last 5 months by way of Zoom or some other automation or technical system are quickly coming to the realization that the meeting was no less productive than it would have been had they been there in person. So let me see, I want to fly down. I want to get pay money for an airline, stay in a hotel where I'm uncomfortable, go to a board meeting for 2 days, maybe a day, and other committee meetings, and then, fly back home and, just really change my whole schedule instead of flipping on a computer, having a meeting, a very productive meeting, and an exchange of ideas. And it is absolutely no different. It is no different than being there live. That is the beginning and the creation of a new normal. Meantime, companies are saving thousands of dollars on that, and also saving thousands of dollars on sending people out to have a business in California when they live in Florida and they're flying out to California to have a meeting. They spend 2 days out there and come back when they could have done it on Zoom just as easy and feel the same kind of thing, and didn't have to buy lunch, didn't have to buy a hotel, didn't have to do this, that, and the other thing, and didn't have to be inconvenienced. It is going to change the landscape of office buildings forever. It's going to change literally the landscape of New York City. It's going to change it. They've already seen $1 trillion worth of exiting out of New York City. And folks, it's only just begun to sink in. They're only now starting to feel a full quarter of productivity outside the synergy of the offices. They are coming to the realization. I know 2 companies that have stopped their plans, and one of those 2 had already started construction of an addition to their facility that have stopped. And they can't come up with a rationale to build it when they're looking around at the building at so many empty offices and so much open workspace, because they're getting so much done outside. They can't imagine bringing these people back. They have a healthier, happier workforce that is more productive. There's a reality check that is going on in corporate America, creating new normals. And the sooner that I, at least me, for my partners, can get a handle on what those new realities and those new normals are going to look like, the better off we will be for sure. And the better you will be, because there are certain sectors in the economy, in the markets, in your portfolios that are forever changing as a result of this. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.